Okay, Dr. Shander, would you like to introduce this evening's accent on academics, please?
Absolutely. Good evening, board members. For this evening's accent on academics, we have Waller Mill Elementary School, Fine Arts Magnet, and they're going to present the Great Kindness Challenge, a school-wide initiative elementary schools across the division participate in annually. This program fosters compassion in our school communities and is led by the elementary school counseling team who are here this evening. Tonight, Waller Mill students will showcase events from their school. So it's my privilege to introduce Waller Mill's principal, Miss Jennifer Goodwin, and she is now going to introduce our presenters.
Good evening, School Board Chair, Dr. George, members of the board, Dr. Shandor. Before we begin our presentation this evening, I just have to take a moment to share gratitude for some valuable members of our YCSD team. It seems fitting tonight that we're here to talk about kindness because I've seen some true examples of kindness with our school in the last few weeks. In barely more than 24 hours, we were able to transform our school from a construction site into a beautiful, welcoming school for our students. I would have never been able to do this without many people. I first have to thank our teachers and staff for their incredible can-do, positive attitude, and Mr. Mark Shearhart for all of his support and dedication and long, long days spent at Waller Mill. Also, George Lynch, Floyd Davis, and all the members of our custodial team who worked their day jobs and then came to Waller Mill for countless hours and weekends. Also, members of our executive leadership team, Dr. Shandor, Dr. James, Dr. Carroll, Dr. Guy, my director, Mrs. Skinner, Catherine Goff, Cheryl Parr, even other assistant principals from around the division. When we say Team YCSD now, I'll always think of this experience. I will think of them coming in Labor Day weekend, working until almost midnight, and all day the next to help us, unloading furniture, moving hundreds of boxes, delivering textbooks, building furniture, helping teachers set up their classrooms, moving chairs, moving more chairs, picking up trash, cleaning rooms, waxing floors, and yes, Dr. Shandor even mowed the grass. And smiling the whole time. There was nothing more that they wouldn't do. Thank you. You will never know what their support has meant to all of us and to me. Thank you. Thank you for the opportunity to share our experiences with the Great Kindness Challenge. In an effort to lead positive climates in our school communities, all York County elementary schools, participate in the Great Kindness Challenge, a week devoted to performing as many random acts of kindness as possible during the month of January. As an extension to the standards that school counselors address in regards to bullying prevention, the Great Kindness Challenge serves as an additional way schools are spreading the message of kindness and inclusion. This evening, we will highlight the exceptional programs which have stemmed from this initiative and shine light on the wonderful connections that we've made with our very own school division and beyond. I would like to introduce you to Gabriella Townsend and Meadow Kenny, two incredible student leaders at Waller Mill who model compassion and academic achievement, and Mrs. Gaylord, the Waller Mill school counselor and the lead elementary counselor for the division.
Hello, my name is Gabriella Townsend, and it's a pleasure to have the opportunity to share about our Great Kindness Challenge endeavors this evening. The Great Kindness Challenge originated in 2012 as a way for schools across the country to positively challenge students to be thoughtful in their daily interactions with others. Provided to all students is a checklist of 50 acts of kindness, which then serves as a guide for students. School counselors collaborate with school leaders to create school-wide programs and lessons which make a lasting impression on our school communities. At Waller Mill Elementary Fine Arts Magnet, we choose to use the book Beautiful Hands by Catherine Otoshi to theme our activities during this special celebratory week. Our journey with Catherine Otoshi began several years ago as we first were introduced to her inspiring character building books, 0, 1, and 2, in the classroom. Never before had we found a book series that depicted so beautifully the message of standing up for others and the magical power behind being the one. In hopes of bringing her work to life at Waller Mill, we reached out to Miss Satoshi and asked if she would Skype with our school family. Instead of a visit via technology, Miss Satoshi traveled from California to our school division, visiting Bethel Manor, Dare, Waller Mill, and Pocosin Elementary and primary schools in the spring of 2015. With the assistance of our talented art teacher, Mrs. Cobe, our school family collaborated with Miss Satoshi to create a wired frame bird with painted student handprints forming this beautiful piece of art, which now soars in our school library as a symbol of kindness and love for others. Meadow Kenny, my friend, will now share with you the various ways we integrated beautiful hands into our curriculum for our Great Kindness Challenge 2016.
Good evening. My name is Meadow Kenny, and I'm a fourth grader at Waller Mill Elementary School. In January of 2016, our student body embarked on a Beautiful Hands journey as we immersed ourselves in kindness practices. To begin, we listened to the Beautiful Hands story, a book co-authored by Miss Catherine Atoshi and Mr. Brett Baumgarten. The foundation of this book was based on Brett's experiences of holding his children's hands each morning and asking them the question, "What will your beautiful hands do today?" At the time, Brett was terminally ill with pancreatic cancer and wanted nothing more than to have his message of kindness and peace inspire children, and so his vision of co-authoring with Catherine became a reality. Friends and family were invited to attend a handprint party, and pages of wonderfully creative handprint designs emerged as a result of this lovely collaboration. Lucky for us, Mrs. Flannery, our school librarian, took the initiative to lead a discussion on beautiful hands and challenged students to reflect on ways they're already using their hands to spread kindness in their homes and school community. As an extension activity, students were encouraged to participate in the Kindness Matters 50 Ways to Create a Kinder World art contest. Students were invited to write and illustrate a page for the Great Kindness Challenge's published book. Fifth grade student Reagan Murphy created a piece of art titled "Saying Thank You is as Powerful as Saving the World." Reagan's piece was selected to be one of 50 pages showcased in this international book. What an accomplishment for a young writer and illustrator in the York County School Division to have her work shared around the globe, truly making her mark for readers everywhere. The fun didn't stop there. Grade levels worked with their classroom teachers to present the Kindness Matters performances, which were filmed and then showcased at our student assembly. During music and PE dance classes, we learned a routine to the music of Adele and united as one school to display our beautiful hands, accentuated by black lighting and white gloves. Finally, we heard from Catherine Natoshi herself as she sent a congratulatory video thanking us for spreading Brett's message of kindness in our everyday interactions with others. Whether it's giving a high five to a new friend on the buddy bench, writing a bucket note to a classmate, or holding open a book to discover a new idea, our hands surely make the world a brighter place to be. Beautiful Hands has a home in the Waller Mill Library and is also available in all YCSD elementary schools. Mrs. Gaylord will now speak to the division's successes in regards to the Great Kindness Challenge.
Hi there, my name is Katie Gaylord, and I am proud to represent Waller Mill and our elementary school counseling team as I share with you the extraordinary ways our YCSD school communities have reached new heights in compassion. Each year, our counseling team sets aside a planning session devoted to the Great Kindness Challenge. We feel strongly that celebrating such a meaningful week is the drive our children need to be one step ahead in bullying prevention. I will now take a moment to highlight the incredible work our students, staff, and communities actively participated in during the Great Kindness Challenge 2016. Bethel Manor Elementary invited airmen volunteers to cheer on their students as they entered the building, forming a tunnel of heroes. According to Brittany Reed, school counselor, the smiles, high fives, and acts of kindness were priceless. Students in each grade level at Coventry Elementary voted on their favorite book and then donated these children's books to the Grafton Bethel Elementary Library. Mount Vernon was also on the receiving end of a book donation from Waller Mill, and this kindness between campuses was appreciated by students and faculty alike. Students at Magruder Elementary chose to start their week with a school-wide rainbow, showing the beautiful teamwork of a school community when kindness merges as one. Sydney Downs, school counselor at Seaford Elementary, listed her favorite part of the Great Kindness Challenge 2016 as how it extended beyond just her school building, as one of her 5th grade students took the initiative to surprise the local fire department with homemade treats. At Tabb Elementary, school counselor Jennifer Richardson's news team enthusiastically promoted the GKC by greeting students as they got off the bus, even on the coldest of January mornings. Yorktown Elementary faculty exchanged Young Me treats with the Magruder staff and proved adults need just as much kindness as students. At Dare Elementary, students kept track of their acts of kindness. Many students expressed the wish for the challenge to last all year. Led by school counselor Kristen Sarantakos, Grafton Bethel's SCA created a video of 20 things they wanted to say more often to their peers, based on an uplifting kid president message. These ripples of kindness positively impact our school communities and serve to strengthen the academic, social, and emotional well-being of our children. We thank you for the opportunity to share with you tonight, and I want to thank our 9+1, who's now a middle school counselor, who came tonight, our school counselors in the audience who came tonight. They dedicate their 100% of their being to our kids in York County, and they just do a wonderful, wonderful job. So I wanted to thank them for being here tonight, and thank you for listening.
We'd be happy to take any questions you may have.
I don't, oh, go ahead.
Well, first, let's have the 9+1 guidance counselor stand up, if you would, please, if y'all will all, yes, absolutely.
This is fantastic.
I can say without even a smidgen of doubt that these counselors in the elementary schools, they run just full blast. I mean, all day long. Their service to our children, the community, the families, the staff in that building, I mean, I don't know how they do it, but they do a fabulous job in what they do. And to see this as an example of something that has gone in all 10 elementary schools and reflective of how to create a spark in students to really make a difference and what it really means to be out there in our community and family and buildings and around, just doing the things that we all should be doing. And hats off to all of you. Thanks a bunch.
I tell you, it's very heartwarming. I sit here and I just think about all the unpleasant things that are happening in the world today and how people treat each other, adults treat each other. And perhaps some of those adults, had some kindness training when they were in school. Perhaps they didn't. But this is where it starts. And there's an awful lot of kids that may not get that at home. And thank goodness that we can provide that in school. We're expected to teach them how to do math and how to read, but kindness is a real plus. And I just appreciate so much all that you're doing. Thank you.
I just want to congratulate your two presenters. They were fantastic. Yes.
Yeah.